Hello everyone, I'm Lorna from Witham URC with our pre-Christmas midweek video catch-up. I'm sure that many of you are extremely disappointed with the changes to your plans for Christmas, and I'm with you on that. But when I see the huge numbers of cases now and the huge strain it's putting on the NHS already, then I know it's absolutely the right thing to do, to be sensible and to stay as safe as possible, and to keep everybody else as safe as possible too. Looking on the bright side, would you believe the days are getting longer already? Yes, the shortest day has already been and gone, and we are on the way to spring. But of course, before that, we have Christmas to look forward to. I received a telephone call a few days ago from the father of my best friend from my first few years at primary school. He is now 95. He lost his wife a few months ago during COVID. He told me he's not sending any cards this year. He decided instead to phone everybody, and I thought that was just such a brilliant idea for someone with lots of time, of course. He also told me that he was spending Christmas on his own this year because although the birth is the most important thing, he realised that for small children, his great-grandchildren for example, Christmas as a celebration was extremely important. He wanted them to be with their parents and grandparents, and he didn't want to compromise their ability to be able to do that by including him. They are all of them in Tier 2. But I thought that was so generous and gracious of him, so really loving and kind. Now, just after Christmas, on Boxing Day, it's my sister's birthday. I haven't seen her, apart from on screen, of course, for a year now. And as I was thinking of a birthday card for her, I remembered one which I think is absolutely brilliant. I couldn't get it, of course, but this is it. It says, "Growing old is inevitable, but growing up is optional." For my youthful, ever optimistic and happy older sister, that's really spot on. And it's true, isn't it? Growing old is inevitable, but growing up, that's optional. As we mature in life, and I think that sounds much better, doesn't it? Maturing rather than getting older. Anyway, as we mature in life, physically and mentally, things change, and not always for the better in terms of our ability. I don't think as fast as I used to, and I certainly don't walk nearly as fast as I used to. And as for netball, totally out of the question. I wouldn't get off the ground now. But when it comes to growing up, well, yes, we do have to take responsibility in life. But on the other hand, we should still be able to have fun and be, well, childlike in some ways, such as taking joy in simple pleasures and living for the moment when appropriate. My mother used to say, "There's no point in getting older unless you get wiser." Getting wiser doesn't just happen by accident. When it comes to our faith growing older, maturing doesn't happen naturally. When I was studying for my O-levels, all those many years ago, I remember taking my Latin revision. It was Caesar's Gallic Wars, Book 6, I seem to recall. I took them with me when I went to play tennis and then on to a Bible study one Friday evening. My mother pointed out to me that I was never going to learn it by osmosis, through the bag and then my skin and somehow into the brain. But it's exactly the same with God's truth, His promises, His wisdom. We don't just absorb them from the atmosphere. We have to be intentional about it. If we want to mature in our faith, to have deeper, stronger faith, then we need to spend time with God and His Word. So, with that in mind, for the 12 days of Christmas, starting of course on Christmas Day, there is a daily verse with a short prayer being posted as 12 suggested steps towards maturity. Please opt in if you'd like. There's a quiz, Christmas quiz. Please don't forget, you have until January the 3rd to finish it. You can find it on our website and you can return it to me or the church office by the 3rd of January, please. The church treasure hunt is still on, but it's not going to be limited to the 28th and we won't be handing out copies at the church then. Nor will you get your little reward for taking part. However, the upside is you can choose when you do it. You can access the questions on the internet, and you can choose a good weather opportunity if, like me, you're a fair weather walker. So please, again, send me the answers by Saturday the 3rd of January. That would be great. Thank you. Like many of you, Graham and I opted to make a donation to the charities the church is supporting this year rather than writing cards. But I would like to thank everyone who has sent us their Christmas greetings. We really appreciate your love and prayers. Thank you. And I'm sure that Mark would say the same. Even if it is an alternative type of Christmas for you, I pray that you will have a really blessed, Christ-filled Christmas celebration. Happy Christmas, and see you soon.